Hey Floss Tube, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Tuesday. I have no idea. Maybe the 16th of June? That sounds about right. um, Thought I'd pop in real quick before work and do a little clip. I'm still working on that plan from that I told you about the last time that was total failure. I'm hoping that, if I stick to trying, maybe it'll actually eventually sink into my consciousness as this is the way we should do things. No promises. Anyway, I thought I would show you just quickly a couple of things that I've been stitching on. I kitted up a new project. It will be my new start for vacation. Remember I mentioned in my last video that Kate says we have to have a new start. It's a rule. So I have a new start, and Connie was in town this past weekend, so we did just a very small amount of antiquing because I'm on a pretty strict budget. She's on a pretty strict budget. We basically, there's a gal we watch on YouTube that lives here in Omaha, and she just got a booth, and we wanted to go out to Platte Valley and support her if we could. And so we did that, but Platte Valley is what I would consider the costliest antique store, in my opinion. Things are pretty high. The dealers there tend to do a 50% off sale, but most of the time they've jacked the price up way out of line and then dropped it to 50% off. So I tend not to buy a whole lot there anyway, and since I'm on a strict budget, I knew I probably wouldn't be buying much. But it is kind of nice because they do have things that you don't see at like the brass armadillo or the aardvark. Mostly probably because some of these things are higher priced. I saw there was this one man's booth, and he happened to be in there stocking his booth. And I'm looking around at his booth, and I'm like, my God, man, where do you find your stuff? I like everything in here. And I did. And I would have bought everything in there if I was a millionaire. But he had this big, tall, metal, round flower case that, well, not case, tin. And it was red, and it had the word flower on it. But it was like $375. I'm not going to spend that for a tin that I'll never use other than decorating it with, and it's red, so it doesn't really go in the pantry anyway. So while I liked it, I did not move on it. But he had some really nice things. So it's nice to go there once in a while just to see things that you don't normally see. But you need to go knowing, if you're on a tight budget, you're probably not going to buy a whole lot. So let's start with the cross stitch that I've worked on, which is not much. Again, the Gertie effect is real. So I haven't done a whole lot of stitching, and what I did do, I've kind of focused on trying to get this manor Peacock Hill done. So this is where I'm at now. I brought I don't know, is the light gonna shine through this? No, maybe not. I had to move clear over to the corner because I wanted to be a little more towards the sun, but then I had a line of sunshine and shade, so it didn't look good. Gertie, whatever you're chewing on, spit. Spit. Okay, so here's my peacock. And what I did was I brought the green border all the way around, and I'm started on adding the leaves, as you can see. So I have another one of these stars to put in here. I got some more alphabet. I started on the letters or the numbers down underneath the tree so that I can then fill in the grass. I have some alphabet to put over here. I have the berries. So I still have quite, I tell you, this thing is like unstitching itself or something, because you stitch and you stitch and you stitch and you don't get anywhere. Anyway, so I've been kind of focusing on this because I would really like to get it done before I start something new. Gertie, spit. Bad dog. Bad dog. I might have put in this pomegranate also. I don't remember. So anyway, I worked on that predominantly because I'd like to finish it before starting this new start of mine. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Stay tuned to find out. And then last night during my Zoom call, I brought out my extraordinary birds because I was feeling guilty about ignoring it. And so I worked some more on that bird right there. So most of his body is done. You can just see the start of his legs right here. I don't know, can you see that? Probably not, but if I get time to stitch tonight, I'll probably work on that a little bit more and then put in some berries on the other or something on the other just to make a little bit of progress, but I don't know if I'll get any stitching time in or not. So that's it. That's it for stitching. Sorry. It's been, I have a video posting today, and it's been about a week since I've finished filming that. So that's a week's worth of stitching, which is not much. Is what it is. It's the Gertie effect. Alright, so I'm going to show you next what I kitted up. I'll start by showing you the fabric. So this is 40 count chestnut from hand dyed by Stephanie. It's kind of a dark brownish green color. 40 count. Put that there. And then I'm going to show you this incredibly large amount of floss. This is all the floss. There's almost 100 different colors. And I got it all into the floss away bags, and I put it all, you know, I kind of divided the numbers up a little bit, and I put it all on rings. And I'm like, this is, you know, when you get it all, it's just a lot. Very bulky. It's a lot. So I told Dan, I said, I think I need a box. Like a box like this cardboard box. To put them in, and then I can just pull out the color that I'm working on. And he said he could do that for me, but I have no idea when it would happen because he's been working really hard on the fence. Our fence is mostly rotting, and because we're on a tight budget this summer, he did not get his summer class, which is the money that we use for repairs around the house, and he did not get a class this summer. So while he has more time to work on things, he has no money to work on things. So the fence, he's doing it himself, like a section at a time. So he's been working on that quite a bit to try and get that done so the dogs don't get out. And working a little bit on the front garden and the side garden and the back gardens and things that have been neglected for a while. So I didn't know when he might get to it. So he said, yeah, he could do it, and we'll see. And that then means I need to show you, so I've showed you the massive amount of floss. So now I need to show you what it is I'm going to stitch on that pretty fabric with all that floss. I don't think it will surprise you any. No, I do not. So I was on Facebook scrolling. I was on the reflections page. I rarely go to my own page anymore. So I was on the reflections page, and someone had posted a picture of a piece she had done, which was beautiful. And someone else had asked where she found the pattern. And it was a designer that I used to be able to get, and now I can't. And oh, sorry, bumped the table. Used to be able to get through a distributor. Distributor no longer carries the patterns. I contacted the designer to see if there was going to be any other way to get them, because she's overseas, and she said no. And so I just figured I'd never be able to get these charts again, and it's a designer that I love. So I happened to be reading the comments, and someone had posted that you could get PDFs on Etsy from this designer. And I'm like, score. So I quickly went to Etsy, went to that particular site. I'm being all mysterious here, but you probably have already guessed. Went to that site and scrolled through to see which patterns were available, because not everything is. And happened upon this particular one and fell in love. Bye. Remember I said something about being on a, kind of a money spending freeze? Yeah, well, I splurged. So this is what it looks like. And I don't know, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see if you can. I'm just going to move it slowly. It's a bird. It's a beautiful bird. Everywhere I move this, I don't have a printed out picture of it, so I hope you can see that. But it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's from Antique Needlework Designs. And it's 250 by 290 stitches, so it's not huge, but it's not small either. I'm doing it on 40 count, like I said, so I haven't even figured out. The fabric is like 19 by 21, so it won't be a tiny piece, and I anticipate having to work on it for, a number of years. So I have time for him to make the boxes. All that to say, I have time for him to make the box, right? Well, then Connie and I went to Platte Valley this weekend, and I picked up a couple of things, and one of the things that I picked up, it was 50% off, so it made it $10. It needs some work, but it's pretty much perfect for holding my floss. It's an old library drawer, but you can see it's damaged pretty bad. It's missing some veneer on the sides, and on this side some of it's coming off over here, but it does have the little doohickey thing in the drawer, so you can slide it forward and back to keep the floss standing upright, and my floss away bags fit just perfectly in here. So I think this is where Dan again, he's going to have to work on it a little bit, but it will work pretty good for holding that floss. And then I can just take, a few colors if I'm going to take it someplace to stitch on it. I can just take, the colors from that page with me and not have to carry all the flaws. But yet, when I'm here at home, it's all there together in case I need something I didn't know I needed. So I think it'll work perfect. It was $10. I had $10 in my wallet, so there we went. Now I did pick up a couple of other things also. Well, two of the items were also 50% off. And I knew it was a good price for the one. I'll show it to you right now. It's this one. It usually has a casserole dish in it. I have been wanting one because people style books in it. And since people have been doing that, these have gone up significantly in price. So it was also on sale, $10. So I bought that. And I haven't styled it yet, but I will. And then this next piece, I just liked the looks of the book. I like the gold on the cover. It's Spawn and Chamberlain's series of practical handbooks. This one happens to be on engines and boilers, which I'm sure is excellent information to have. I doubt that I will ever need it, but someone somewhere probably could use that. But it's got the gold on the spine. It's got kind of this lovely aged bluish color. It's got the beautiful papers on the inside. And, you know, I can learn all about engines and boilers. From I don't know even when it's 1902. So, but it was 50% off, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. So I can add that to my collection of pretties. And then these last things, when I saw them, I thought, oh, these colors would go great with that piece that I just kitted up and I'm gonna start on vacation. And they were like $1. There's some chips and some crazing, so you know they look old and vintagey. I loved the shape of this, and look at that pretty picture there in the center. There's the back side, all the crazing. And no, I don't use these for eating. They're just for display. But they also would go with my peacock picture because the colors are very similar. So, and then I got a bowl. And they had like plates and platters and coffee cups and what are the small plates? Saucers. They had all kinds of pieces of it, and they were all like $1 a piece. I had to really rein myself in to not buy more. But again, I'm trying to watch what I spend. So all in all, I think I did pretty good. There was a lot I would have bought if money was not an issue, but it is, so I didn't. And that is all I have for today. I just wanted to get that done real quick before it was so pretty out here. Dan put the canopy back up last night. It had been down because of weather last week. So now that he put it up, I'm sure we're going to get more weather this week, because that's just how it is. You know, you put it up and then it storms and you have to put it down because it's not tied down. It's just sitting here. We're debating whether I want to take it with us to on vacation, so I can sit outside up there, but I'm not really sure. Ticks are really bad this year, and there's not like there is a deck, but I don't go out there because it's scary. It needs to be torn down and redone. So this would have to sit out in a grassy area, and the ticks are really bad this year. So I don't know that it would be worth hauling it up there for the amount of time that I may or may not spend in it. So probably it won't go, but we'll take it down before we go so it doesn't blow away while we're gone. And what else can I tell you? That's about it. Connie left this morning to go back home. I think she bought a potato masher. Was all that she purchased, I believe. Which is why I didn't have her come over and do a, antique haul, because it wasn't much of a haul. Other than that, it was a good weekend, and hoping for a good week at work. We got stitchers coming today. I got a message that someone traveling through is coming on Saturday, so we're looking forward to meeting new people, travelers, and that's going to do it for today's video, which is still 21 minutes long. By some people's standards, that could make a whole video. And it's possible that this will be the whole video. I don't know. We'll see. But if it is, you take care until next time. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next clip.